Hello, hello, hello. Apologies for my absence. Thank you for your patience. What's going on? I'm zmoT. It's been a long weekend. Honestly, I slept about 50 hours on Friday. Did not put a video out. Let's have a look, see which tribes we get on the HQ18. We get the Grenadier speed, which is pretty awesome. If you have not tried Grenadiers, now is the time to do so. These are going to be our crab tribes. Obviously, I can't show you all of them. We've got Grenadier speed, we've got Rifleman, we've got GBE boost, and other stuff. I think Shock Launcher health, maybe, and then perhaps other stuff on top. I think maybe, what's the other one? Sniper Tower damage, maybe? Overall, decent tribes. Not great tribes, but the Grenadier speed is very, very fun, and if you have Grenadiers, you should use them. I've got level 3 Grenadiers, I think. I always have to check this because I'm not terribly smart. Level 1 Grenadiers, level 3 Medics, level something Everspark. Grenadiers are crazy fast. Please try smoking them right now because it is incredibly fun, incredibly fast, incredibly silly, and you will... it's good. It's good. You should give it a try. They do a lot of damage because the tribe's speed boost increases their walking speed and throwing speed, and it makes them very, very effective. So if you've never tried Grenadiers, do give them a shot. I'm using them on my main account with 6 troop damage statues, and it's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-N-A Gwen Stefani bananas. So yeah, I mean, it's good. You should try it, but obviously with Grenadiers, troop health definitely helps. You can take a couple shots from a rocket launcher that way. Troop health does not help if you have level 1 Grenadiers, obviously, because 35% times 0 is still going to be very close to 0. So obviously, level up your troops, level up your Grenadiers. I like to level Grenadiers very early on because their upgrades are very, very expensive, and I prioritize my upgrades based on cost because I wanted to get rid of my resource reward statue very, very early on, and the easiest way to do that is to upgrade the expensive stuff. So let me know if that doesn't make sense, but that is the way that I like to prioritize my upgrades. Obviously, priority 1 is the troops that I actually use. Priority 2 is the stuff that's expensive. So things like critters and Grenadiers. And later on, I was a little bit fortunate, I guess is the word. I was upgraded fairly high when critters came out, so I could focus on critters. I was upgraded fairly high when Grenadiers came out, so I could focus on Grenadiers. Obviously, if you're just getting Grenadiers or critters or Cryoneers, you're a little bit late to the game, but that should not affect you. I upgraded Grenadiers pretty early on. I upgraded tanks very late on, so it all depends. If you use tanks, obviously you upgrade tanks. I upgraded my Zookas very early on, and then focused on expensive stuff because I like to have the expensive stuff out of the way. Overall, let's just see how far we can get with the Speedy Grenadiers, because Speedy Grenadiers are a good time. We're going to try to throw in the right general direction. Going to throw some artillery on those stuffs, and now get a nice fancy shock. Was that a fancy shock? I don't think so. But it was a useful one. Let's do the exact same shock again. Somewhat fancy, at least like 5% fancy. I think that flare is too close to that machine gun, so let's throw an artillery on it. We'll flare over here, and then we'll shock some more stuff. We have lost a total of 0 stuff. So with Grenadiers, I can't preach this enough. Try to look ahead, see where they're going to be going as opposed to what's directly in front of them, and use your GBE on the stuff that's far away. And you'll do well. That's why we remove the rocket launchers first, and now we should be okay as long as I don't have any GBE to get away from that sniper tower. That sniper tower is going to cause me a bit of problems. Nope, it's not. So there we go. Getting into, I probably should have, let's flare nice and close. You want to flare nice and close to the core. That way your Grenadiers don't miss because things are closer, but if you flare too close, obviously they will play past the hand grenade, and it's not a good idea. hot potato with potato mashers. Hey, potato mashers. These grenades they actually use are called potato mashers. I believe Wikipedia says that anyways. Or it said it and then I forgot it. But I think they're called potato mashers. So hot potato, potato mashers. Yeah, maybe. Let's get over into over here somewhere. Not going to drop all of our troops because they will bunch up on that machine gun. Hoping to maybe get rid of this one rocket launcher, because then we can shock the other two, and maybe do okay with our stuff. Let's move over here. Probably could drop these guys since they'll have a bit of a walk to do. Don't want our Rafe or one of those things called medics to have to go terribly far. If we can get over into here, maybe do a hack, maybe shock this stuff. Hopefully the hack actually comes out. I did not expect the hack to hit the flamethrower. Thought it would hit that sniper tower, but I think we should be okay. Here's the problem. That hack is going to expire, and then we're going to be in a world of difficulty. There we go. Get away from the... Yes, that should do it for a little bit. One more hack in that area, and yeah, the hack on the flamethrower was not a good thing at all. We've got one more shock for this bunch of stuff, and that should get us to a good spot. Hopefully, really, actually, we got one more shock as a result. I like this. This is stage 5 with level 1 grenadiers. Really, really, really need that shock launcher to go down, and then we can get over into here, away from the stuff. All good. So I think we've lost 2 grenadiers so far. Not overly fantastic hits, but with grenadiers you can make a lot of mistakes. They've got pretty high health, obviously not with level 1s, but they've got good health. They've got good damage. They miss all the time, which really, really helps them farm GBE. That is one of... When you first start using Grenadiers, you're just face palming all the time because you see them missing so much. And then once you realize they miss long, like you see how the critters against the core can stay alive there? They miss long 90% of the time. So you can actually have critters damaging the core and do a lot of damage behind. So just aim so they miss long and hit something. Right now, if we moved a little bit towards 12 o'clock of the core using beach clock, we'd be able to take down that machine gun and the sniper tower, make us a nice little hole, but obviously we've got no GBE left, so we're just going to have to wait a little bit. You got to be a little bit patient with grenadiers, or just have a lot of damage, and or upgrade your troops. So stage 5 down with minimal losses. Grenadiers are fantastic for clearing your map without having to reload your troops. Takes a bit of practice, takes a little bit of doing. I would put my skill at about like a C+ level, but this one is going to be a problem for me for sure. We don't really have anywhere we can sit. I'm just going to get rid of my grens. Not even going to waste your time. There's the low-level grens just get absolutely pummeled when you need a little spot where you can start a hidey hole, and we definitely don't have that on this stage, so we're just going to go to the right. I love going to the right. A little bit of a non-standard drop. We're going to farm a little bit of GBE, trading 3 for 6. Always look to do that. Pretty please. Then we're going to get right into this little smoky spot, and we're going to head over to the right. And why we're heading to the right, because I really don't want Brick to hit that boom mine, and she didn't, thankfully. So not ideal, but we managed to avoid. I'm also afraid of that mine that's sitting touching that flamethrower. So, but we should be pretty good here. Let's get a shock here, and maybe over here, and then a med kit or 2. And that should do it for stage 6. The med kit is saving the day. A lot of people don't like med kits on PvP, on events, very, very good. On operations, very, very useless for the most part. Getting our mandatory crystal, and if you're not aware, you do get guaranteed crystals on stage 6 and stage 7 of DrT. So that is why you should always try and take down those stages. Now, obviously, that means if you have to boost 2 statues, you'll break even at the very, very worst. So always try your darndest to get stage 6 and stage 7 down. Don't really know where we're going here, but we'll try and get somewhere into there. I found that with my new iPhone, if I tap in a direct line to get the troops lining up down the beach, the taps all register at the top, which is a little bit frustrating for sure. I don't know if there's something wrong with the way I'm tapping, or something wrong with iOS or Boom Beach, but it gets a little bit frustrating. We've got 3 shocks. Thankfully, we're going to get absolutely murdered otherwise. Let's go like this. Oh, I missed the shock launcher. Not good shocks at all. Maybe, just maybe, we can sneak out a win here with bad shock placements. It looks like we might be able to. So try and shock this shock launcher over here. I did not do well with my shocks. We managed to take him down. So, yeah, very, very easy stages 1 through 7. DrT Tropical. Give Grenadiers a shot. Boost up your tribes. Now, these are the tribes for the Mega Crab. Mega Crab is coming. We do not have a shadow quite yet, but it's coming this weekend, and it's prototype troops, and we don't have any idea what that means. If the trader is going to bring them, if we're just going to get them per stages, which would be terrible for people without endless reserves. If the trader brought them, it'd be terrible based on time zones. So I kind of assume we're just going to have them. I don't know. Let me know what you think, how you think it's going to work, because it's... I don't know. I don't see a good way to do it except for unless they just magically show up in our inboxes. So otherwise, that's it. That's all. I'm zmoT. Thanks for coming in. Thanks again for your patience when I was sick and unavailable. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.